Hey, this Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. into my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family. As always, thank you so much for the love and support y'all been constantly giving me each and every day. Is truly a blessing. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. And if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are uplifting and just give you a good vibe that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through some trying times and needing confirmation or validation towards life path, that even so purposes, or even spiritual guidance, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give a girl a thumbs up, like, and also share social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support. It's truly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. Y'all, I'm so tired. I'm still trying to push through. I'm like, I'm trying so hard. But anyways, the video I'm doing right now is Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, when you are heaviness and struggles of life lessons give power of boldness we never knew we needed. And that is so true. I know I was just looking at one of my numbers that was mirroring to me, and I was trying to figure out what title, which content, because like I said, if you've been with me for a while, I write down all my content that I want to talk about, and then I just go, it's like a freestyle, the cipher, it's just like a cipher. I'm going off of the content of the title and just going through it, because you never know, my experience, it may be a part of your experience as well. But there's a lot of different things that you're trying to bring into your life. Maybe you're trying to start your own web design, or you're trying to start your own business on websites, or you're being a content creator like myself, or you're doing something that really truly inspires you. A lot of times we go through our lives where we do different jobs. You may take up a trade, whether it's in school, like high school, or even college, or vocational classes or whatever, that you felt like, this is going to be a part of my life. I really enjoy that. And it just so happens to be one of those spiritual awakenings that throws a monkey wrench in the whole program, changes your outlook on your life, changes your outlook on your path. There's a lot of different things you may be going through. Like with myself, I've tried different jobs. I've done medical billing. I've worked on mental care on children's hospitals, like private clinics, with different things of children going through that they're trying to, cure or heal, whatever you want to call it. I worked as a cook as well, for a military installation. Anybody knows, like, if different states and maybe countries, they have where they eat, where the facilities of soldiers and stuff eat at. I did a lot of those different things, experienced so much different stuff, and it was just like, at first I liked it, and then it was just like, I'm really, I'm just doing it for the benefits, or it just pays well, but I really wasn't happy there. And that's a lot of times we're at jobs, and there's people I connected with, as well as y'all drop comments like, Roslynn, I'm really hating my job. It just seems like people are always being combative against me. And if it's just like when you're having that urge that you really want to step out of sequence to do something totally different, universe will give you certain things, like telling you to have faith. There's certain things that would be willing to, that will take your life in a totally different direction that you didn't expect. And then, or you're just dealing with, your jobs where you're constantly getting rolled up, or you're just having issues with your boss as well as your coworkers, things just start popping off, and it's just like, it's like nobody never gets called out for their things. And it's like, I've been in a job where I worked my butt off like all day, and it's just like all day, every day, whatever. Certain people laid back, did what they were doing. It's like the one day I said I'm gonna sit back because I did a hard work throughout the week and I'm gonna take it easy. All of a sudden they were like, oh, hold up, wait a minute, what you doing? And I'm just like, I'm taking a break. I'm still doing my stuff, but I'm not going in like I always do, because I'm caught up on everything. They don't notice the other people that do that on a daily. But the one day I do that, all of a sudden everything's spotlighted towards me. And it would just be, me bringing my job and my issues at home. Bring it to my household, and it makes me have a really crappy day, and not realizing this is the universe telling me, we got something so much better for you, that it will not seem like a chore. It won't seem like a job, but it will be something that, it'll make you feel like it's a better lifestyle for you. It's just like when I do my videos, it was just like the only time I wasn't interested in, oh Lord, that scared the mess out of me. Anytime I wasn't interested in making a video, it had to be something I was really going through at that time. And I was really trying to shake it off, because I wanted to be the best part of me that I can be when I do my videos, when I'm allowing myself to, project life lessons, or, different experiences that I've gone through that you may be able to relate to. And that's the only time I really didn't, think about, not making videos. But it would be even during my times of recharging, I could either be talking on the phone with somebody, or I can have like a post that'll pop up, or it'll be something I'm saying to myself, and I'm like, ooh, let me go ahead and write that down. That can be my next thing. Or I may connect with somebody that I'm highly in tune with, and I'm like, hey, I'm thinking about this idea. There'll be something I know you may love to, connect with. And I'm like, what do you want to do? And it'll be different things like that. And that's the beauty of how my path is unfolding for me. It's very exciting at times. Like right now, I'm doing a video, and when I say I'm like so spiritually like depleted, but it's not in a negative way, because I'm putting my all in my videos. I'm pushing out, that vibration. But it's like when you do it often, like yesterday, I guess it's just because I've been doing so much. And plus I was dealing, on my birthday, I get very depressed and I get angry and all that stuff. So it was like purging out all those different things and just trying to allow myself to disconnect from things that's no longer serving me, being able to set things for what it is and, let it rest, a permanent rest. That takes a lot of energy out of you, especially when you're opening yourself to be connected to source and creator. It can make you very drained after that, because it takes energy to, stay in constant communication with stuff like that. And I really be able to love it, because is there anything I didn't feel passionate about? I would have came up with 100 excuses on why I need to stop. And this one, I'm giving 100 excuses about, I'm like, God, universe, can you give me that vibration so I can continue to do my videos and, allow myself to be doing something very, therapeutic for me, having a positive outlet. I love doing my videos because they're a positive outlet. Even when I was doing my meditation videos, I think I did about 2 or 3, and I want to get back to doing that. And it really makes me feel good and very calm when I start pushing through those videos like that, because it leaves me open to receive everything that I need to receive for not just myself, but for others. And that's when you're getting that boldness. It's like, even when things are moving in a slow vibration, it's unfolding the way it's supposed to. A lot of times we try to put ourselves on this time, especially if you're a type of person that calculates everything, especially I OCD. I like my house a certain way. I like my house to be a certain way. I start going nuts if something's out of place or anything like that. And it's just like you have to deal with those moments of being, struggle when you're working hard to manifest, something that that you truly enjoy. You want to be able to do that. And a lot of times, you can have a blessing where it happens overnight, and I congratulate anybody who is able to do that. But a lot of times when you're not those type of individuals, it brings on a different meaning. Even though there may be times where you may get frustrated, like, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, or I connect with people that want to be able to do videos and stuff like that. And I give them, hey, I give them the up and up. Like sometimes it's like when I entered it, I thought it was going to be something easy and turn into an overnight celebrity, whatever, and it didn't do that. But now I'm at that point, like I see how much I've changed throughout the years, throughout my days, throughout my months, my weeks, all those different things, from the things that I placed in my videos, from the things that I was able to talk about, from my experiences, me being open and honest about myself, being transparent, experiencing a lot of feedback, whether it was negative or positive, becoming that tough skin and not allowing myself to be bitter or take it personal when somebody wants to, take a little jab at me or anything like that. But allowed me to know, there's different things that I might get insight for. And I know there's different connections that I have that I'm very blessed to have, that I interact with people on different platforms. I'm like, hey, I want to start this, what you think about that? And like, Roz, that's right up my alley. I love that. And, being able to do it. And it's not like just to take the load off on somebody else, but if, universe has guided me to connect with that person, if that's something that may be an opening for their life to add something towards their platform as well as mine, I go ahead and be led towards that. And that's a very beautiful thing, where you can have people that you can really work with, and if it's going to be a positive thing, because there's sometimes want to work with somebody. I was like that at times, just to be able to take the weight off, and maybe I can work with that person, I can learn off of them, and they can learn off of me. But it was something that I had to venture off for myself, for me to maybe later on down the line, after I got a lot more established with what I'm doing within my trade, to connect with somebody then, if it's meant for that to happen. So it's just like, a lot of times, you have to understand, you're going to get that boldness to know, don't allow yourself to give up on something that can be a blessing to you in so many imaginable ways. Things are not going to be easy. There are going to be days where things is just not going to work out right for you. Like for me, I want to be able to have one of those videos, well, my videos, period, to where I can use my camera because it has perfect quality on there. But it's like, with what I got, I'm blessed with what I have, with my Chromebook computer. But it's like the format from this computer, because I guess it's just because it's a Chromebook, Google Chromebook, it doesn't I guess it's not compatible with that. So it's just like, hey, the video, it is what it is. I put all into it. I work hard on being open, with what things that I have to talk about, what things I need to shed light on, project towards other people as I'm consuming within myself to do the same. So it's just like, no, it's not gonna always be like that with the crappy quality or whatever, because sometimes I can look at my other videos and it works out just fine. But there are sometimes it could be the frequency or the influence between not influence, but interference of my vibration within that can mess up the video. Or it could be family is around to console me on different things that I may be going through at that time, so and that also messes up the frequency as well as the signal in the videos. But we're all gaining towards different things we're working on towards our life to make things better. We're working on it. We're connecting with a lot of like-minded people. They're probably giving you insight, you're giving them insight. I love being able to help other people, when they're doing different videos, and they may email me like, Raj, I'm going through something right now, and I just feel like I don't want to do it no more. And I'm like, no, don't give up like that. Or if somebody's trying to throw you off by throwing negative comments for you, if you're doing something like this, I said, you have to understand, you're going to deal with people like that. A lot of people become type, what they call it, type text, thugs or whatever, gangsters, whatever. But if you see them out in the street, they ain't gonna have too much to say. Some people are bold like that and some people won't. You have to understand that's like that here, even though, they have issues with cyberbullying and stuff like that, but it happens at times. It's like when people know that they feel triggered by what you're doing, or they feel like that should be them and in your vibration instead of you, they're going to throw monkey wrenches in your program to try to make you want to fall back and make you want to quit and stuff like that. And I said, no, don't allow people to put you in that. Don't give them something that they want. If you need to take a break for the day, you do that. Maybe another day, okay, that's fine. But after that, get back up and keep going. Don't allow yourself to do that. And even if sometimes I've had experience where I've had a video saying it was inappropriate, and it was the most positive video I had, but I already know with the subject, it was a trigger for somebody else that didn't want that to be, not to come into play for me. And then it was just like, I wanted to stop doing my video, and something told me, no, Don't do that, because, if they see that that you're doing that, they're going to keep doing that to get your videos canceled out, because they know that it's going to aggravate you. They know that's going to keep you away from doing what's best for you and what's in between your purpose. You always have to understand, anytime, God is using that person as that tool to keep you determined and motivated to keep moving, no matter what is coming up, towards your vibration. You're going to have to deal with that. But that is also giving you that boldness and that strength that you needed. Because if you have things and it just comes so easy for you, what are you going to appreciate? What are you going to really learn? And it's just like them, like, yeah, I wish things could be easy. That's anybody wishing things can just, be easy like that. But when you have gone through hardship of experiences on trying to get your own business, or trying to be, self-made, or, self-brand, whatever they want to call it, towards your own thing, you're going to have ups and downs. There are going to be certain times that, it's not going to be that right time, but you have to keep going. You don't stop because, certain things you're waiting for it to happen for you. You have to be able to put in that work. And it's like when you're working for manifestation, you can't just say, okay, I want this, but you want this, but are you putting that same energy towards that work that you're wanting to take place into your life? You have to keep it moving no matter what. Yes, it gets hard. Yes, it gets frustrating, overwhelming. Like right now, I'm tired as I don't know what, but I'm still making this video. I feel good for doing it. And I can at least say, when I get off this computer and close my freaking eyes, I can at least say I did something very productive today. Even though I said I may wanted to do a little bit more than what I actually, plan to do, it makes me feel good that I actually was very proactive in what I was doing. I was going nonstop about it, and just keep moving, and that makes me feel good, and at times I become my own worst enemy. I'm like, girl, you said you're gonna do this and you didn't finish it. You really don't, you can't push yourself. You can, it's good to keep pushing and pushing, but when that energy is almost tapped out, you have to be able to go back and recharge. And it may be an hour or two or whatever, then jump back on it, get back on it again. That lets you know, and that's letting universe know, hey, they going all in, even if they may have to take a break for a minute or whatever, or get them a bite to eat, or just get them some fresh air or whatever. They're still putting that work in for it, for yourself. But that's where your boldness comes in, when you're allowing yourself to work. Sometimes universe will bring you towards people that you see that's constantly motivated. I was just talking about one of the girls that I seen. I think she's a rapper. I never heard her rap, but I know she was on a reality show, Love and Hip Hop. And I seen her. And I said, if she is not entrepreneurial goals, I don't know what is. I said, she inspires me. I can be honest and say, you know what? You making me want to do everything I can for myself, because she doesn't just stop right with one trade. She adds on stuff. It's like, in our family, we call it the Jamaican, because it's like, if you got Jamaican trades, it just seems like we go off on everything, which our family is, what is it? Eastern Caribbean? It's like Northern Caribbean. I think that's what it is. Northern Caribbean. But just be able to have the trick, the jack of all trades like that. Because it's like with Prima Donna, she came out with what was it? What is it? Waist trainer. Then she had her own seasonings. Then she had her own sauces, like marinade and stuff like that. I think she had a catering company. Now she has her own her different cooking ware, as well as the crock pots, the stuff that you can add. And it's like, it's doing good features because you can control it by Wi-Fi. I was like, girl, that's what I'm talking about. And that gives you that like, what? I'm not trying to copy them, because, that's their journey is my journey and my journey is mine. But it's just to have that vibration to know, just don't stop there, especially if, you can bring something more positive into your life, that, you're trying to leave a legacy for your children, or you're trying to leave, something to be remembered by, or, because there's so many different things that's going on in the world, where it's like so many people are suffering financially right now, and it's just like really hard on a lot of people. So they're just trying to get in where they can fit in on different things that's taking place in their life. So it's just like I was telling y'all the other day, when you surpass, see my light starting to change in here, and I told y'all my energy is just like really crazy. When you surpass where you thought you wanted to be, you're gonna get there, and trust, you're gonna get there, and it's gonna get to that point where don't stop right there. Don't just stop right here being mediocre. And it's not saying that, oh, what you doing ain't all that. No, because it's like when you go through experiences like that, like you have to reach where your milestones and pinnacles you're trying to reach, and you overpass that, it's going to make you hungry to bring more stuff to your life. Like I was saying the other day, if you want to, play pro football, pro basketball, that's fine and dandy. But you have to also understand, you always have to have a backup plan. You got you got plan A, but you also, no matter what happens, you have to have B, C, D, and E, because in case this comes up, there's people that all the time that it can be one of these, they're on the pro leagues of any line of sports. They could get hurt. It could be a torn ligament. It could be a ACL or something like that. And if that may be your lifeline to provide for yourself as well as your family. But you also have to have a backup plan in case that may not work out for you. And, honestly, I don't pray nothing like that on nobody. But you always have to make sure, okay, you're doing this. Let me go ahead and bring this, and this, and this, and that to the table, and being able to do that. So it's like when I see Prima Donna, I always see her on IG, and I'm just like, I'm steady, saving these recipes that she has and all this. I'll be laughing because I said, this is my girl right here. I love to see all the stuff that she's doing. She just had a baby and still up and doing stuff like that. I'm like, girl, God, dog, you know what? You are really inspiring to me, and to be able to do that, because it's just like when you're a jack of all trades, it's like you're allowing yourself. It's not like materialistic, but it's just like, especially if I don't know how her upbringing was or anything like that, but if you had an upbringing where you may have been in a low income housing, or money, you had to have like 2 or 3 jobs, or you had to see your mom and your dad really going out to where you didn't have that interaction with your mom, your parents, or something like that, because they were constantly working to make sure y'all had, you or your siblings or whoever had a roof over their head and all bills were paid. You get to that point where you want to be able to make sure, even if you have a blessing that you didn't, that your parents are amongst the living, you want to be able to give them something back, to be able to show, I appreciate what you did for me growing up. You sacrificed a lot for me. Now it's time for me to bless you with certain situations, and being able to make sure that that I'm appreciated for everything you have helped me through. But also you're setting a legacy up for, your family. I have 3 girls. I got 1 granddaughter, and, I want to be able to build something up, but also show them you can be your own boss, be able to, even I like to be my own boss. I couldn't stand working for a lot of people, especially if, the way they were doing certain things. Like, I know in way in hell, I would never do the certain things that they do. I won't do it. But I knew that was an experience to show me, when you have a private business, on what the do's and the don'ts for, and what to look forward to, and what to know, what to experience or expect when you're going on something, that is, well, it's going to be all yours. So it's just like when I see her do that, and I'm just like, girl, be bringing up food. I say, I know anybody go to her house, I can see me now. Me and her be fighting. It's like, oh, girl, you can come over here. No, I'm already still working off all the other stuff you done fed me. I'm trying to get these weight down now. But you already can tell the way she cooks. You already know nobody in her house go hungry. But it's just like when I say she is just a blessing to inspire so many people, that is a blessing that you can truly do. And it allows you to appreciate that. And it makes you see, like, she didn't stop. That's why I tell people, I'm not exactly where I want to be at, but I'm forcing myself to go ahead and do what I have to do. Not forcing myself, but working hard on staying consistent with myself, not sleeping on myself, supporting myself even when nobody else does. And I see the fruit of my labor by the views. Is not, even though it don't get like to 1 million views or 1,000 views, but I'm working on that. I'm not being in no competition. I'm not being in no hurry, but just being able to trust the process and be able to go with the flow. Everything will happen in due time. But it's just, the fact is, when you have gone through struggle, you have gone through setbacks, things may have, went an opposite direction that you may not have been expecting, but that doesn't mean you need to stop. Those experiences make you be gold. Sometimes I was that person, when stuff got really hard for me, I would walk off. I'm like, I'm done. That's just too much. I don't care, whatever. And not knowing I'm just going ahead and feeding the enemy exactly what he wanted. It's like, oh, that wasn't even hard at all. Let me go ahead and go. As soon as you get on something else, let me go ahead and do the same thing. But this is like, I've been through so many different things when it comes to, being social media influencer or a motivational speaker, whatever you want to call it. I've had different experience from good and bad. But I appreciate all of them in that aspect of being able to take me towards the next level. And there's a lot of different things that I want to add towards that, it's going to keep me busy, but it's also, it's going to keep me, it's going to keep my mind open to anything that I know, not just to impact my life, but be able to impact a lot of other people. Because there's so many different things I see in the world that I know I want to be able to take my part in, do my part in, to be able to change a lot of those different things that's taking place, and being able to do that. And, and it's just like, I'm be that go-getter. I want my kids to be able to see me. I want my daughters to be able to know that you can be your own boss. Don't never let somebody tell you what you can't do. I always tell people, you can do anything you want to do. It's just up to you. Are you willing to put that time in for yourself? Push yourself even when days you don't want to, because it was like 2 videos ago, I was like, let me just lay down. I said, no, let me go ahead and just do another couple of videos. If I want to get started on something else later, I may go ahead and do that. Or, I just need to recharge right now and go ahead and let it do what it do. But yes, it's like when you're going through different experiences, yes, there's going to be hard times. There's going to be hard, frustrating moments, overwhelming. But it's just like God is putting that, God and universe and all other our spiritual aspects, whatever, is putting that experience in us just to see how bad you truly want something. Because if you tell them, do you want something, you writing down goals, you trying to make sure you doing your mantras, speaking those things in existence, they say, okay, we're willing to give this to you, but how bad are you willing to go? Are you going to be willing to do anything? Now, I'm not talking about anything derogatory or self, doing anything that makes you look bad, but what are you willing to place in that you're willing to get to this? Because it's like, it's already yours. You just got to be in that type of frame of mind, as well as that alignment, to be able to receive that. Anything that universe or God promises you is already yours. Nobody else can make sure that you can't receive that. Only thing that can do that is the actions that you don't place in to get those things. And a lot of things that you're going to experience, yes, it's going to be challenging, but when you get past what you ask for, because like I say all the time, universe, like they say we think small on what we want, especially if the things that we had to go through struggling on a day-to-day basis, trying to be able to maintain, seeing everything from a positive perspective, being positive about everything that goes against what we're doing, not to lose faith or persistence on what is being shown to us. These are just the experience, just to be able to give you that strength and be bold about what is sacred to you. They want you to be able to do that, because when they're seeing that you are willing to do anything, you're sacrificing, hanging out with friends, going out to different places, going shopping to the mall, you putting that work in for yourself. So when you finally get to that situation where you can be able to, kick up your heels, it's going to be more deserving, because you're going to see the fruit of all the things that you have placed on that path to be able to get to where you're going to get, plus go further than that. And then being able to branch off from that after you get to where you need to get. So allow yourself to be bold in everything you move forward towards, even if it may not happen overnight. Don't allow yourself to give up, because you never know how close you are to your blessings. You never know how close those abundance are about to come in and bless, and embrace you in your life. There's so many good things that's coming towards you. It's just that you have to be open and ready and be able to put in the work to get those things, because they're already yours. And I hope that you are able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. I'm so daggone tired. I'm about to go ahead and be watching the back of my eyelids, for a while and just recharge. So I hope y'all have a blessed, safe weekend. Be responsible at everything you do. I would love to give a post notification shout out to Foster Jacobs, Drea W., Doug Hole, as well as Grow Through the Fire, Marcy Hamish, as well as Sheila Jack and Heyokas, Mang. Much love to you as well. And I will see y'all on my next video. Like I said, I'm so tired, y'all. And so I will see y'all on my next video. I love y'all so much. I hope whatever you're trying to manifest into your life, it comes so much bigger and better than you ever expected. It comes sooner than you actually expected as well. And even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibes, frequencies. You never know. All those things can really take somebody a long way. And I hope y'all have a blessed, safe weekend and be responsible for everything you do. Much love. Peace.